Dippity doo, doggin, shizzin, dizzlin. Hi folks, this is Max from Galaxy S2 root.com. So I've got the review of the new Batista ROM that allows you to overclock up to 1.6 gigahertz. Go to performance and settings and you get your own custom CPU overclocking, which you can't do on iOS. Don't tell Apple fanboys. They might get so depressed and they might actually kill themselves, which is true. You can actually overclock it to 1.6, but I haven't been able to overclock it to 1.6 stable. I've got it stably at 1.4 gigahertz. I would suggest you use lulz active if you want to get the best battery life and best performance for governor, and you can apply at boot. You can try higher frequencies, just don't set at boot, because if you set it to a maximum frequency too much higher than what your phone can handle, because every phone's different. These CPUs have their own limits because, you know, it's made out of silicone and sand, and silicone has variable temperature thing, and depending on your luck, your CPU came with some good sand or it didn't, like mine on 1.4 gigahertz. And there's also voltage control that you can tweak. I wouldn't really mess with it. If you really want to get the best performance, you can try that and try to get the best performance out of it. And let's close this up. Let's look at the settings here. This one is it's i9100 DX-LP7. That's the modem, the baseband, and you can see it's 4.0.3. Very good ROM. I think this is the first ICS ROM for the i9100 with overclocking. So that's kind of cool. And let's actually do this test real quick. Benchmarks aren't everything, but it does tell you certain things. I was getting about 3800, 3900 on stock 1.2 gigahertz, and for some reason when I overclock it, I get lower speeds. But here we'll find out how fast it can go on 1.4 gigahertz lulz active. And for those of you wondering if it will burn out your phone if you overclock it, it actually doesn't it doesn't burn out your CPU, because you use a governor, and it only, depending on the governor you use, just as long as you don't use performance, it's gonna only ramp up when you use graphic intensive or CPU intensive apps. So that's not a big deal. And even if you have it on fully performance for, like, you know, years, these chips are made to stand you know, those high temperatures. So I've never actually seen a phone burn out, and you know, I have a bunch of phones. I've been doing this for almost 2 years now on Android phones, and they're pretty good about it. But just don't put it on performance and you'll be fine. lulz active, interactive, X, those are my favorite, and also Wheatley governors. It all depends on which kernel the developer installed. So I got 2991. I'm not sure why I'm getting that score, but I'm getting higher scores on stock, so I'll let you mess with it. And also the new Batista 0.8, this one is, comes with, let me see, doesn't it come with its settings? Yeah, it does. If you go, there's an extra app you can use. Quick panel settings? No, Snake S. Well, you get a bunch of wallpapers just like before, which is cool. And you know what? Maybe I'm getting it messed up. I had a ROM on my other Galaxy S2 AT&T version, so that's messing me up. So everything's pretty straightforward. The new version does come with overclocking, which is good, but I haven't really been able to get a lot more performance. But on stock, without messing with any of that, it's super fast. I've been able to go to the Play Store and download a bunch of apps pretty darn quickly. See, everything kind of moves really fast. Here we go. From install to accept and download, it's really fast, and you can go install another app. Another thing you can't do on iOS. Don't tell your fans, whores, they'll get mad and they'll commit suicide. So that's the ROM review. It's really fast. Apart from the benchmarks, it is really fast. And if you've been looking for a good ICS ROM with overclocking, this might be it. But I'm having a little bit trouble there. And make sure you don't use set CPU. It will mess up your phone for some reason, and your screen will turn off and on randomly. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Okay, yeah, that was kind of weird. But it's a good ROM. I'm going to keep testing it, and I'll have an update on updates of this ROM. And if you have a Galaxy S2, don't forget to subscribe to my email list at galaxys2root.com so I can update you once or twice a week with stuff like this, tips, hacks, and more. And we don't share your email with anyone else. And if you would hit that like button, favorite button, and subscribe to my channel, I would highly appreciate it. And also share this video on Twitter, Facebook, or Google+. And I'm going to get really high on Android, folks. And let me show you my new t-shirt design real quick. So this is my new design. I just got it. I might order these too, and I'll have them available. It takes a couple of weeks for me to bulk order them, so I'll have them all. I'm going to open up a new store at highonandroid.com. You can buy these, and I'll give them out to my favorite subscribers. All right, see you guys later, and get high on Android. Yeah, be cool like me. Get high. Oh yeah, one more thing I forgot. When you install this ROM, it's the same as the previous Batista ROM. It comes in 2 parts. I'll have a link to my other video that I installed, the previous version. Just follow that. Just 2 different files for the version 8. So that's it. Yo.